In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you in part by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Matthew Allen set for sentencing, 14-179.
Your Honor, Mr. Allen had, he's there he comes. Your Honor, Mr. Allen pled to the court in a probation revocation case on December 7th. He was ordered for today for sentencing. Pre-sentence report was requested. Probation office has just a couple of questions about the report, and so we don't have it ready for today, but we could have it for the 11th. And I think we can get those questions answered today, and we'll be ready to go next week.
Okay, we'll sentence on January 11th. Yeah, that'll be officer. State versus Lori Bass, 15-152.
Your Honor, this is supposedly a first appearance on a petition to revoke probation, but we're not finding in Court Connect where a petition has actually been filed.
Okay.
So if she was arrested on probable cause by probation, that could be a possibility, but I'm not aware of a petition at this point.
Very well. Is something else holding her?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, well, I guess unless something else is holding her, such as a probation arrest for some violation, she can be released. You may stand aside, ma'am. State versus Ricky, I don't know, Rodriguez? That's not even close. He can tell us when he gets up here.
Judge, he's made application for an approach.
Sir, how do you pronounce your last name?
Landry.
Okay.
Close. Your Honor, this is an arraignment on new charges that is in Division 4.
Okay. Sir, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. And how does he plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor. Waiver formal reading the information.
Okay. This will load. There's been a scheduling order issued. His next appearance is April 19th, 9 a.m. Okay, you may stand aside, sir. Thank you. State versus Shelby Martin, 14-124, 17, 295, revocations.
Your Honor, 17-295 is a pending case.
Oh, it is.
And 14-124 is a probation revocation. Mr. Martin had failure to appear warrants in both cases, was served, and given today's date for an appearance.
Okay.
Judge, in the revocation 14-124, I just asked that he be set in front of Judge Webb, I believe, just by number. I don't have the sentencing order, but by number, that should be a Division 4
Let me
case.
see, I've got a copy of the sentencing order. Judge Webb did sign off, and it looks
Okay.
like Judge Webb took the plea.
I'll have him appear before Judge Webb on January 18th, 9 o'clock.
And in the new charge, 17-295, this is just basically his first appearance on the alias warrant. I think he does need set for trial, and I'd ask for one reappearance date before trial.
Okay, we'll schedule that. Anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, you may stand aside, sir.
Shelby, I'll be in touch with you, okay?
Thank you.
19-3,
If I may approach, he's made application.
okay. It's for burglary, breaking or entering, theft. Sir, I'm appointed to Public Defender's Office to represent you. Let's see.
He entered a plea of not guilty, Your Honor, waive a formal reading.
We'll enter the plea of not guilty, and if we haven't already done so, we'll schedule it for trial. Anything else?
Nothing further, Brother
No,
Defense.
Okay.
no statement.
You may stand aside, sir. Robert Mitchell, 18-99, possession of controlled substances.
Judge, Mr. Mitchell also has 18-351 and 18-315. They're not on the docket for today. However, those are the basis for the revocation. One of the charges involves several victims, and we're trying to come up with a deal that would satisfy all three of these cases. The two new cases are set for trial, I think, in February or March. I would ask to continue this revocation. I think we can get a deal worked out that'll encompass all three. But the revocation would be fairly complicated because the
I don't want to necessarily track them with the new charges because we want to get the revocation taken care of. But Judge, what is your next docket after January the 11th?
February 1st.
I would propose we set it for that time period.
I think that'll give us time to get all the victims lined up. And
Continued on motion of February 1st, defense motion.
Judge waive the 60 days if not done so.
Very
I
well.
believe it has been.
Timothy Parton, 17-260, 18-177.
Our 17-260 should be a first appearance on a petition to revoke probation.
I think both of them are. Sir, do you have a lawyer?
No, Your Honor, I'm still currently employed with Tyson's, and I wasn't sure if I was going to obtain a lawyer that way, if I was released or pursue the public defenders, so that's what I've done.
Okay. Well, Judge Webb signed one order, and I think I signed the other. So I'll set him to appear before Judge Webb in 17-260 on January 18th at 8:30, and I'll have you reappear on January 11th for attorney status and for an arraignment in this case.
Yes, Your Honor, if I'm released with the 10th, I still maintain my job. If not, I don't have money to lose.
Okay,
Your Honor, I believe the petition is going to be based on new felony charges, which
All right.
we're still waiting for a warrant to be returned to the clerk's office for a file to be set up.
why don't you get you a lawyer and see if they can work out something to get you a bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
This is Linda Tamayo, Operations Coordinator at the North Ark Carroll County Center in Berryville, and I am a pioneer. I graduated from NEC in 2012, and now I'm here to help you achieve your goals. I can tell you all about our college services and classes, y también hablo español. There are expanded class offerings available now, including CNA and Administrative Medical Assisting classes. Stop by the Carroll County Center at 804 West Freeman in Berryville today.
Enroll now for spring classes. Classes start January 14th. For quality, value, and convenience, think North Ark first. We're your college.
Whether you're hunting, fishing, or tailgating, Clay Maxey Ford has you covered. That's right, near or far, when it comes to getting you where you want to go, America's best-selling truck, the F-150, is up to the challenge.
You can depend on our vehicles, our prices, and most importantly, our people. So come see us today at Clay Maxey Ford in Harrison and in Berryville, or visit us online at claymaxeyford.com and claymaxeyfordberryville.com.
Shane Risley, 19-4, breaking or entering, theft by receiving, criminal mischief, entering apprehension.
He's made an application, if I can approach.
Okay. Sir, appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. How does he plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor. Waive a formal reading of the information.
Okay, your next appearance is April 19th, 9 a.m. Thank you. State versus Roland Rogers. 17-274.
Judge, I believe this is just the first appearance. Mr. Rogers was picked up on a failure to appear issued in November out of Division 4. I just asked that he be set in front of Judge Webb at his next appearance.
Okay.
And Mr. Rogers also has 18-236, and I believe there's going to be the same status in that case as well.
Scheduled to appear before Judge Webb on January 18th, 8:30. Noel Scott, it's a revocation, 11-245.
Judge, she's made an application, if I can
Okay.
approach.
Ma'am, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. And let's see where we're at.
Today was a reappearance for attorney status. We just need a hearing date on the petition to revoke.
Okay. January 11th, 9:30 or soon thereafter, so we can get to it.
All right, thank you.
David Shamlin, 18105. It's a drug case and shoplifting. It says additional hearing. What do we need to do?
Your Honor, I had contacted the Public Defender's Office and also the bondsman for the cases that are set for trial week after next to see if we could possibly get them to appear today for their final appearance. I believe Mr. Shamlin was one of those cases, but I don't believe we were able to get him here today.
Judge, and I'd had Mr. Shamblin to appear on the 11th, and that's why he was here today, to try to get done early. The state's conveyed an offer at this point. Mr. Shamblin's not in a position to accept that, so if we could just leave that schedule.
Very well.
Did you say he was already set to appear next Friday?
My note set him to reappear at 111
Okay.
from 12/7.
Another one. 16214, Anthony Smith.
Judge, in 2016, 214, I had in my notes that Mr. Smith was to reappear on February the 1st. This is a unadjudicated new case, so even though it's a 2000.
Okay. Nothing to be done in that case.
See, Ben, has Van Buren County come to get him, or is he taking care of his Van Buren?
That's what I'm waiting to hear back from his lawyer down there.
You can stand aside, sir. Thank you. Amanda Snelson, 18205. Unauthorized use of a narcotic drug, possession of controlled substances, shoplifting.
Or she's been picked up on her failure to appear warrant. It was issued in August.
Is there anything to be done in the case?
No, Judge, she's scheduled out for a jury trial, and I'm trying to get with her doctors to see if we can verify whether she had prescriptions for those items that she had in her possession. If so, we can get this disposed of fairly quickly.
Very well. You can stand aside, ma'am. Linda Tucker, 17120. Controlled substances. It's on a revocation.
This is a first appearance on a petition to revoke, Your Honor. She was served with the warrant on December 30th. I believe it, yes, it's going to be a Division 4 revocation.
Okay. I'll just schedule her to appear on January 18th at 8:30 for Judge Webb.
Linda, if you're going to use a public defender, you need to fill out an application, okay?
I did already. You should have gotten it yesterday or the day before, I don't know. I did it a couple days ago.
As of 4:30 yesterday, they didn't have it.
Okay. I'll make sure.
Okay, you can stand aside, thank you. Vincent Waters Jr., 18429, stalking, violation of domestic protection order.
He's made application, Your Honor, private approach.
You may. Sir, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. And let's see. He's already entered a plea of not guilty, hasn't he?
I believe he did at his first appearance on December 21st. Today was for attorney
Okay,
status. That
he's
is
got an
correct.
attorney. Let me see when, if it'll come up. I'll see when he appears next. June 28th is your next appearance. Thank you, sir.
Hey, how was your week? My in-laws were in town. I got a standing desk.
We dropped 3 hours to the kids' swim meet. I took the dog to the groomer.
I tried quinoa.
Make your weekends more exciting than the days before them.
Oh.
Right now, qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus a $1,500 special edition bonus on a new 2019 Tundra Special Edition. Toyota, let's go places.
Stop in at White Oak Station on Capps Road in Harrison and fill up with Shell gasoline, the highest quality gasoline with more miles per gallon, saving you money. Sign up for the Fuel Rewards card and save 5 cents per gallon every time. Plus, get an extra 5 cents off on Razorback Wednesdays. That's a savings of 10 cents per gallon. Check out their expanded deli and hot and cold food items. Capps Road, White Oak Station, where customer service is their #1 goal.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet so that you know everyone is safe.
Inland Waste Solutions works diligently to be good stewards of the environment. Reducing waste via curbside recycling services, Inland Waste Solutions takes this mission seriously, but they need your help. When putting your waste and recyclables in their respective curbside containers, be sure that cross-contamination doesn't occur. Please only place recyclable materials in the yellow top bins. Check your recycling do's and don'ts list before you throw any item into the yellow top recycle bin. Together we can make a difference. Inland Waste Solutions, local people serving local people in Harrison.
Okay, Tara McKinney, 18392, possession of controlled substances, paraphernalia, criminal trespass, criminal mischief, theft of property.
Your Honor, I show there was a non-appearance on November 9th and a failure to appear warrant was issued.
Okay, how did she get out? How did you get out of jail?
I was bonded out last night.
How did you bond out?
Through Robert Campbell.
But there's not a bond. How did you get a bond?
We stayed on the whole bond.
Well, you don't stay on an old bond. If it's been revoked, there is no old bond.
Well, sir, I seen you on...
Appear before Judge Webb on the 18th.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Chad Coleman, 18279. Possession of firearms for certain persons, theft by receiving, fleeing, possession of controlled substance, string of charges.
Your Honor, I show a failure to appear on September 21st, but I don't show that that has been served yet. He may...
Well, it was withdrawn because he'd never been served with a bench warrant. Do you know whether he's been served?
I don't have a copy of a served bench
He
warrant.
may just have an outstanding bench warrant. James Kreiner, 19-2. Failure to register as a sex offender, 2 counts. Good morning. Do you have a lawyer, sir?
I got a public defender, I guess. There.
Okay.
This was put over to March. I buried my sister last month, and when I came back, they arrested me on it, and it's supposed to be put off in March. Well, you had it put off in March last time. They just arrested me on the same thing. I buried my sister and my mom last month.
Okay. Well, this case was just filed this year, sir. I don't know what the deal is, but do you know, Wes?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Reiner.
Because we've not been appointed in this case, usually we bring the file.
Oh, the offense date? We show a time period of November 21st through December 6th of this past year as the offense date.
Okay, it was just filed.
And was just filed on December 12th.
Okay, well, why don't you make application to the Public Defender's Office? And it's before another judge, Judge Webb. He'll be here on January 18th at 8:30. Show up then. Alicia Dunlap, 18-427, theft by receiving, fraudulent use of a debit or credit card. Good morning.
Right, how are you?
Pretty good. Do you have a lawyer, ma'am?
No, I need a public defender.
Okay. If you'll fill out an application, I'll recall your name.
All right, thank you.
State versus Jason Glover, 18-231. Delivery of controlled substances, drugs and firearms, several other charges.
Judge, Mr. Glover is another gentleman who's we put on for today, trying to get in touch with, but however, we were unable to do so, but he was not ordered to be here. He's set for trial, I believe, on the 15th. If we could just leave as scheduled.
Now, I'm showing a failure to appear on December 7th. At least that's what my notes reflect from that court date.
Maybe this will be a warrant out for him. (18-251) Jesse Gregory.
I show that Mr. Gregory has active warrants.
There was an alias, but it was withdrawn because this person had never been, I think it's a lady, had never been served with the warrants. There must be a warrant out.
Okay.
Lawrence Humphrey, 18-359. Possession of controlled substances, paraphernalia.
Your Honor, I was here for court, I believe November, and there's a court error. They gave me an FTA, and on Saturday before Christmas Eve, they picked me up, and my original court date was set for March 29th, but I was at court. Like I said, that there's an issue, and Monday Christmas Eve, you came up and released me. On Court Connect, it showed I was actually here at court, but
so what's the point here?
Somehow, I was just arrested for FTA, and I was.
And Judge, I think that's been recalled in Mr. Humphrey's case. I think he was supposed to be arraigned on 11/2, but he didn't. But then he did show up on 11/9, and I don't know if he was arraigned, but he was here.
Yeah, March 29th.
Do you have a lawyer, sir?
We represent him, Your Honor.
Okay.
I apologize.
We'll leave it as scheduled. Free to go. Scott Lovelace, 19-5. False imprisonment, terroristic threatening, public intoxication.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Do you have a lawyer, sir?
No, sir, Your Honor. I didn't know if I'd need one in light of some of the evidence that I have.
Okay.
For instance, on the controlled substance, I brought my prescription bottles to prove that that was from a doctor. And what I call myself doing, Your Honor, was citizens arresting this man.
All right.
He stole from me.
Now, let me say this. You could be sent to the penitentiary for several years. I would recommend you have a lawyer.
Yes, sir.
But if you won't proceed without one and you understand what you're doing, you can represent
No,
yourself.
sir, I'll take your recommendation. I just didn't know what to do.
Let's see. If you'll just fill out an application, I'll recall your name later.
Okay. Your Honor?
Yes.
I was told by one of my friends that if I got a lawyer, I probably wouldn't qualify for a public defender.
Well, you may not. You need to hire a lawyer. But if you want to fill out an application, I'll be happy to look at it.
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you.
Miranda Malo, 18261.
I'm glad Chuck told me today was my court date.
Judge, she has two cases. The 18261 is set for trial on the 15th. Just leave it scheduled for now.
Okay.
Comes Amy.
Is there anyone here for a court whose name I haven't called? Well, what's your name, sir?
Justin Wilson. Wilson. Was arrested for criminal trespass and theft of property, posted bond, was given a date to appear.
Do you think it's been set up yet?
I do not believe so, Your Honor. It looks like our office had reviewed this and intend to refer it to district court.
Okay. Mr. Flippo, what you're here for?
Chair's present.
Okay. Has that been set up, do you know?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, he was served with the warrant, but I don't know if the warrant has been returned to the clerk's office so they can set up a file. But he was served with the warrant.
Okay. Come in on January 18th, 9 o'clock. All right. Who else did we have? What's your name, ma'am?
Vicki Houston.
Vicki Houston.
Ms. Houston, we do have a copy of a bond sheet and a booking sheet. It looks like Ms. Houston was arrested on charges of aggravated assault, endangering the welfare of an incompetent person. We're waiting on a case file.
Okay. When do you want her to reappear? What to say?
Judge, I would say either the 18th of January or 1st of February.
Okay, we'll make it January 25th. Ma'am,
okay.
come back on January 25th at 8:30, okay?
January 25th.
Yes, ma'am.
I filled out the papers.
For a public defender?
Yes, sir.
I'll take a look at that.
Need to bring it for me?
Yeah, come on up here.
She may need them notarized.
Come up here.
Judge, if you bring them to her first, she'll have to notarize it, I think, unless they can see.
Let me just look at it, and I'll tell her whether I'll approve it, and that way she can go about her business. I will approve that. Ma'am, I'm going to just make an appointment to visit with the public defender's office, and I'm going to give this to bailiff or somebody, and I'll sign it after they acknowledge it, or notarize it rather.
Be here January 25th at 8:30.
Yes, ma'am.
And then, what else do I need to do, sir?
You need to make an appointment to visit with one of the public defenders. This lady sitting over at the seat here can tell you what to do right there. Right there.
That's all.
Today, yes.
I did, Your Honor. It's a Karina Sweeney.
Oh, Karina Sweeney. Do you know anything
Oh, okay.
about her case?
Your Honor, we believe that the file has been reviewed by our office and charges have been typed. It's just in the process of getting filed. Ms. Sweeney had a 8.1 on December 19th. It's felony drug charges and related offenses, and she was given this date to appear at her 8.1.
When would you like her to come back?
If that case has been turned into the clerk's office, we could probably have her come back on the 18th or 25th and be ready to go by then.
Well, let's make it say January 25th, 8:30 is when you should return. Thank you. Oh, finally, yes, ma'am. What's your name?
Summer Eastwood.
I'm not hearing well today.
Summer Eastwood.
Summer Eastwood, okay.
Yes. Okay. Your Honor, Ms. Eastwood bonded on felony drug charges and some related offenses. The files have been submitted to our office and they're under review.
Okay, so
I would say the 25th for her as well.
Okay, Ms. Eastwood, come back on January 25th at 8:30, okay?
I'll be here.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Well, that's my ride.
Whoa, that's your car?
Yeah, it's pretty lit.
Billy?
Just drive, Mr. Johnson.
The 2019 Camry, now with Apple CarPlay. Right now, get $1,000 customer cash on a fun-to-drive new 2019 Camry. Hurry in today. Toyota, let's go places.
Cold weather has arrived in the Ozarks, and Quality Feed Grains can help you get through the winter months more efficiently. They have a variety of de-icers in stock, including heated dog bowls, heated livestock buckets, heat bulbs and lamps, bucket heaters, and sinking or floating de-icers, plus de-icers for the car as well. Quality Feed Grains, helping you stay warm this winter. 4617 Highway 65 South in Belfont and 311 East Prospect in Harrison.
Stop in at White Oak Station on Capps Road in Harrison and fill up with Shell gasoline, the highest quality gasoline with more miles per gallon, saving you money. Sign up for the Fuel Rewards card and save 5 cents per gallon every time. Plus, get an extra 5 cents off on Razorback Wednesdays. That's a savings of 10 cents per gallon. Check out their expanded deli and hot and cold food items. Capps Road, White Oak Station, where customer service is their #1 goal.
On any given day here at Main Street Service Center, we might be working on a Ford like's on the 4-post lift over my shoulder, or an Infiniti that's back on the back bay, or a Toyota, or a BMW, or right here a Hyundai. You just never know what's going to come into the shop and what their needs might be, but you can rest assured that at Main Street Service Center, whatever you're driving, we can take care of it for you, whether it's oil and filter changes all the way up to engine and transmission replacements. And get this, we've been in business for 29 years and there's still things that we can't do, and we're not too proud to say it. So if you bring us something and it's over our head or out of our capabilities of expertise or tools, we're not too proud to say it, because we want your vehicle fixed correctly, right, and the first time.
We all need the help of a pharmacy from time to time. Sullivan Pharmacy would like to thank all their customers for supporting them as an independent local pharmacy. When you trade with an independent pharmacy, you deal with an owner that supports the local economy and charities. Visit Sullivan Pharmacy for any of your over-the-counter or prescription needs. It's important to keep helping those that help the community. Sullivan Pharmacy, 731 Main Street, Harrison, serving this area since 1965.
What is her name? What is your name, ma'am?
Oh,
Miss Houston, I believe.
Houston, Vicki Houston, Justice.
No, this lady right here. Did you fill out an application?
She did.
Yes, sir. Okay, let. I thought that was Miss Houston, the blonde head.
It was, Your Honor. I was looking.
Did you fill out an application?
I did.
Okay.
Done.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I knew I had.
Okay, thank you. (18-427) Alicia Dunlap. I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Josh Oshie's here for plea and arraignment. We'd waive a formal reading under plea of not guilty.
Well, if I can get to it.
New Year's resolution.
We'll enter the plea of not guilty and send out a scheduling order. You just need to make an appointment to visit with Mr. Gibson's office.
Okay.
You're free to go. Thank you.
She'll give you a note, call it, make an appointment, come see me.
Okay, thank you.
19-5 Scott Lovelace.
Please, man, application, Your Honor.
Sir, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you, and you appear for arraignment. How does he plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll enter a plea of not guilty. We'll send out an order scheduling your case out for trial and appearances. You need to make an appointment to visit with Mr. Gibson's office.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Page 93 on the revocation. Hello? How are you?
We have a negotiated plea in the case, Your Honor. This
All
will
right.
be an ADC sentence to run concurrent with sentences Ms. Blevins has already served.
Those are 3 copies, Judge.
Okay. Of the same, yeah?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. If I can get to the bottom of it. She used to sign that one too.
Guess I missed that, Judge. I apologize. Signed so many, I lost a line.
Yeah. Or maybe one of these might be signed.
They are, either one.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm looking at a police statement here. And some conditions of suspension of probation. Have you gone over these?
Yes, sir.
And this is on a revocation?
Yes, Your Honor.
There's been a petition filed to revoke your probationary period. And have you gone over the allegations where what the state contends you did or didn't do to violate probation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you understand the range of penalties if your probation is revoked?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you pleading true to some or all of these allegations in the petition to revoke?
Yes, sir.
When you plead true, you're giving up your right to have a hearing where the state would have to prove that you've indeed violated the terms and conditions of your probation. Do you
Yes, sir.
understand that?
Yes, sir.
When you plead true, you're also giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Other than what's in this document, has anyone promised you anything in order to get you to change your plea?
No, sir.
Has anyone threatened or pressured you to get you to change your plea?
No, sir.
And you're pleading true because you've in fact violated the terms and conditions of your probation?
Yes, sir.
If while on probation, did you commit some felonies, including delivering controlled substance? Did you do that? What are the terms?
Judge, in Faulkner County case number 23 CR 2017-626, Pulaski County case number 60 CR 2018-558, 60 CR 2017-2930. In each one of those cases, this defendant would have been charged and pled guilty to possession of a controlled substance with intent to deliver. The pleading guilty to those would be sufficient basis to revoke her probation in this case, and she acknowledges a factual basis for that.
All right, so that's true, ma'am. While on probation, you committed those crimes he spoke
Yes, sir.
of. Okay, at this time, ma'am, I'll accept your plea, excuse me, revoke your probation, re-sentence you for possession of methamphetamine to 4 years in Department of Corrections, to be followed by a 2-year suspended imposition of sentence, and you're sentenced also to, you give jail time credit of 60 days, is what I'm trying to say. 4-year sentence, 2-year suspended. Does she get 2 years?
It's 4 years ADC with an additional 2 years suspended imposition of sentence after that.
That follows.
That's
so
correct.
she has a 4-year sentence followed by a 2-year suspended imposition of sentence, credit for 60 days jail time. For possession of drug paraphernalia, you're sentenced to 4 years in the Department of Corrections followed by a 2-year suspended imposition of sentence. This sentence shall run concurrent with your sentences in Pulaski County and Faulkner. You'll pay $200 in court costs, a DNA fee of $250, a $125 drug crime assessment, a $20 booking fee, and pay what you owe at a minimum rate of $100 per month, beginning within 60 days after your release from incarceration. And you make your payments in these cases to the Boone County Sheriff's Department. Okay. Again, some of these may be signed.
They're all, yeah, I think.
I may just picked up the wrong one.
It may be, I don't know, Judge. Judge, I think I made one error on this document that may not be an error, but I want to make sure that when the ADC receives a sentence, on page 3 of the plea statement where she serves 4 years in ADC, count 2 possession of drug paraphernalia, I probably need to interlineate that she received 60 days jail credit on both those. They may make a mistake and say we get 60 days credit on one and not on the other.
Oh.
I just need to add she gets 60 days credit on that count too.
Here, let's use this one. She signed this one.
Okay, perfect. I knew she'd signed some of them.
And well, let me just write that on there.
Appreciate you. Sorry about that. I noticed I'd done that.
This is your signature on these documents, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
I never know what interpretation they're going to give to something down there.
I know, Judge, and that's
what I wrote. If it's acceptable on 2, I wrote with 60 days jail time credit.
That'll be acceptable. I'm sure they'll see that.
All right, well, good luck to you, man.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I stand aside?
Yes.
Thank you.
Who are you?
Otto Fry. I practice in Faulkner County.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
I've come to here based on these other charges. So
all right. Good deal.
I don't drive this far often.
Thanks, Otto. Finally got it done. Appreciate it. Nice to meet you, too.
Whether you're hunting, fishing, or tailgating, Clay Maxey Ford has you covered. That's right, near or far, when it comes to getting you where you want to go, America's best-selling truck, the F-150, is up to the challenge.
You can depend on our vehicles, our prices, and most importantly, our people. So come see us today at Clay Maxey Ford in Harrison and in Berryville, or visit us online at claymaxeyford.com and claymaxeyfordberryville.com.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence.
On any given day here at Main Street Service Center, we might be working on a Ford like's on the 4-post lift over my shoulder, or an Infiniti that's back on the back bay, or a Toyota, or a BMW, or right here a Hyundai. You just never know what's going to come into the shop and what their needs might be, but you can rest assured that at Main Street Service Center, whatever you're driving, we can take care of it for you, whether it's oil and filter changes all the way up to engine and transmission replacements. And get this, we've been in business for 29 years, and there's still things that we can't do, and we're not too proud to say it. So if you bring us something and it's over our head or out of our capabilities of expertise or tools, we're not too proud to say it, because we want your vehicle fixed correctly, right, and the first time.
Stop Stop in at White Oak Station on Capps Road in Harrison and fill up with Shell gasoline, the highest quality gasoline with more miles per gallon, saving you money. Sign up for the Fuel Rewards card and save 5 cents per gallon every time. Plus, get an extra 5 cents off on Razorback Wednesdays. That's a savings of 10 cents per gallon. Check out their expanded deli and hot and cold food items. Capps Road, White Oak Station, where customer service is their #1 goal.
Sullivan Pharmacy has been serving your prescription needs for over 40 years. Our professional staff is glad to assist you with prescriptions, over-the-counter medicines, and healthcare products. Stop by Sullivan Pharmacy if you have questions about Medicare Part D, and we'll be glad to help. If you're in a hurry, use our convenient drive-through window so you don't have to get out of your car. Sullivan Pharmacy, 731 North Main Street in Harrison, helping you feel better since 1965.
Hamilton Berger takes on MeTV's #1 attorney, Perry Mason.
Any objection, Mr. Berger? I object. Objection. I object. Overruled.
Will Hamilton Berger ever beat Perry Mason?
Don't bet on it.
What else can we take?
I believe Ms. Price.
Bailey Price, you had called the case earlier.
Ms. Price. Judge, she's one that we were appointed today, so I'm not terribly familiar with the status of her case.
I'm trying to find her case. Oh, here it is, 18-431.
Now, this is the case I stated on the record earlier that the court had entered a conditions of bond order in Ms. Price's case on December 28th, $1,500 cash or professional surety, with a special condition that reads, the defendant shall go to probation and parole every Monday and Friday to be drug tested at 8:30 a.m.
Okay, did she have that? I went to the jail over the holidays and met Miss Price, I think, right? Mm-hmm. And set the bond, and then someone approached me and said they thought that she'd had a problem with use or whatever, so we put the conditions on. Did you receive the conditions?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, she may not have received it. Okay, but we put some conditions that we'll get you a copy of it, that you have to go for drug testing.
I didn't know anything about it until yesterday.
I'm agreeing with that.
Yeah.
And, Your Honor, I know the order states that she is to be tested, but it does not state whether or not she should pass or fail those tests.
All right, well, you need to be tested and pass the test. So if there is if there's no problem, this won't be a problem, but if there is, this will benefit you, even though you may not see that as we speak. So I'm appointed public defender's office to represent you. Does she enter a plea of not guilty?
She does, Your Honor.
Okay. And we'll schedule the matter for hearing. You need to make an appointment to visit with Mr. Gibson or someone at his office, okay?
Okay.
All right, that lady right there can tell you who to contact.
Yeah, I went and talked to her yesterday.
You talked to her yesterday, good deal. All right, well, thank you.
So as we now stand, she would be required to go to the probation office this coming Monday at 8:30 for her drug testing under the conditions of bond.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do that.
You think you can pass?
Yep, I can pass.
Oh, good
I'll
deal.
pass one right now.
All right, good. Thank you. Goodbye.
In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you in part by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Find nearest bakery.
Showing nearby bakeries.
Find party supply store near here.
The 2019 Corolla, loaded with the latest tech and Toyota Safety Sense standard.
I got it all.
Where's my mom?
She wasn't on the list.
Right now, get $2,000 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0.9% APR financing for 60 months on a stylish new 2019 Corolla. Toyota, let's go places.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet, so that you know everyone is safe.
Whether you're hunting, fishing, or tailgating, Clay Maxey Ford has you covered. That's right, near or far, when it comes to getting you where you want to go, America's best-selling truck, the F-150, is up to the challenge.
You can depend on our vehicles, our prices, and most importantly, our people. So come see us today at Clay Maxey Ford in Harrison and in Berryville, or visit us online at claymaxeyford.com and claymaxeyfordberryville.com.